Good morning and welcome to these daily videos about living your life in a more conscious way so that you really are creating your life the way you want to, living it the way you want to, feeling the way you want to, all of those things. It's not something we were taught, so it's something we need to practice, get in the habit of doing, and have the awareness of. Because there's a lot of crazy things happening in the world. When we let that interrupt our own life, like take it on, live in the worry, fear, and all of that that's going on. And oh my God, this is happening now. Look at this is happening now. That doesn't serve you at all. You also want to be the energy you want to see in the world, basically, right? What is that saying? Anyways, can't think of it right now. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's really what we want to do. So we have to be it. We have to give off that energy, and it's going to affect everybody else. Don't get caught up in the crap that you're seeing, and lots of it may not even be true. We don't know. This is crazy now. Okay, our cards, and then I have something really cool to talk about. The first card is the Eight of Swords, and this is kind of it. This is about feeling trapped or restricted, feeling that circumstances are causing the problems and that we can't get out of something because the circumstances are just the way they are. That is not true. You can make change at any time. You can begin to make change at any time. It may not change your outer circumstances right away, but if you don't begin the inner changes and start thinking about what are some little steps I can take and how can I think differently, how can I perceive this differently, and really create the vision you want for your life in the future, then nothing will change and you will feel trapped. This is all about self. See, she's looking at herself and she's bound up and blindfolded. So it's that these are self-imposed limitations. It feels like we can't control things, but we always put ourselves in a certain situation. And if you're talking about world events, this world is going through changes so that it can change. We need to go through changes so there will be change. So right now, yes, we're going through some crazy changes and some crazy things are happening. A lot of things are being brought to the surface to reveal truth, to see. We've seen such don't really want to say positive and negative, but good and bad. But we're seeing all this because it's bringing more awareness to the world. What we once thought might have been true may not be true anymore. And this is crazy, right? It's a whole relearning experience. That's what we're going through. We're going through complete transformation, our body, physically, emotionally, energetically, same with the world. So we just got to be in it. It's all about learning to cope and handle it within yourself. It's not going to come from outside yourself. And then the next card I love. Look at how beautiful this card is. Strength card. Beautiful image. It is truly about the courage, bravery, and confidence. So we may not have great confidence right now, but confidence comes from doing things where you feel, wow, I'm taking my power back. I'm starting to do things that feel good to me. I don't have to listen to others. I don't have to be caught up in fear and worry, right? Find your inner strength. Even if you don't feel everybody does. God, you are where you are now. You have a lot of strength because you've gone through many life experiences, right? So it could be about taking the big steps, beginning to move forward, taking steps, resilience. And it says fearlessness, but we're never really over fear. Sometimes we just got to face our fears and move through them. They're never as scary as we think. It's about speaking your mind too, your inner strength and fortitude. So what do you have to stand up to yourself about? Find your inner strength. And remember, you are you. You don't need to listen what other people say about you because you know your truth, right? You know your truth. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about the cycles of life. There's ups, there's downs. We got to learn to flow and roll with it because that's just the way life is. It's not about I'm growing and I think everything should be perfect because I've done so much inner growth. That means I'm not going to suffer anymore. That's not true. We're part of the human experience. So we got to realize there's ups and downs, but we also want to make choices and know that we get to choose all the free will we have, right? Whatever the circumstance is, we can begin to make the choices inside. Find our inner peace, our inner strength within. Connect to our breath. Not let things bother us as much as they used to. Regain our vision of what we want for our future and the future of the collective, and focus more on that. Writing the cycles. Fate. Changes bring new opportunities. Changes bring new opportunities. Sometimes you may be fearful of changes or scared of believing that it's going to bring something worse. I have never been like that. Never. And I was just born like that. But I've always loved change and wanted change. If I didn't like my situation, I'd be like, I got to change it. I want change. Move, do this, whatever. That's places I know it's grass is greener. I did used to live like that. It's better over there. I know it's better over there because I don't like it here. And I'm not just talking about that, because that can be wanting change without doing the inner change. So now I know that I create my change within also. Yes, I still may want to live and be somewhere else, but if I don't change who I am and I'm an unhappy person here, I'll probably be an unhappy person there. That's what we're talking about. It's about I'm choosing to create these changes in my life, the inner me, the outer me, how I want to experience and feel every day in my life, and work towards that. And what I want to talk about is something that came up in my little meditation today was I do want to move cities, like move to this place in the Okanagan, and it's really, really hot there. So that means I also need a new vehicle. I need a new vehicle with air conditioning. I don't have it now. And I'm going to move there. I want to be closer to family. So that's just what I decide. But in my head and my belief system is like, well, how are you going to do that? You need to do this, 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 this in order to live there. So, oh my God. And then my belief system is like, well, you can't really do this. You don't really want to do this, that, and that. So you'll never end up there if it has to be that way. So we're realizing we connect things that may not have to be connected. I need to do this to end up here. Why? That's not always true. You could end up here at this end result. Who knows what can happen? So we need to hold the vision of what we want. And you've heard this before, let go of the how. It doesn't mean you're not working towards it. It just means stop thinking it has to be a certain way to get there. Who knows? Be open to new possibilities and opportunities that may come your way, but believing, yes, this is where I will be. This is it. Like, I know it. This is where I'm choosing. This is what I'm choosing. Hold on to that. And I have been able to do this in health and weight my whole life. And body, when I used to be a bodybuilder, like really got a shapely body. I just knew it. I never questioned it. It was like, that's going to happen. That's going to happen for sure. So, but there's always certain areas of our life where we don't have quite that strong belief. And so that has been for me with my passion work, purpose work, career. Also believing it has to make me money, and it has to make me a lot of money. And these are the ways it has to make me money. But oh my God, I don't want to do those things. So then therefore, I'm not going to end up where I want to end up. You see what I mean? So I want you to think about your life. What do you want, and what do you think you have to do to get there? And if what you think you have to do to get there, you don't want to do, you're not going to get there that way. You're not going to get, doesn't mean you're not going to get there. So what I heard in my meditation was release, disconnect them. Just know you will be there. That's what you want. It's an absolute decision. I decided that's next for me. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. That's where I want to be. That's next. No matter how I get there, as long as everybody is safe and happy and healthy. I did have to say that, right? However I get there, I'm going to get there. Because that's what I've completely and truly decided I want. That's what's next for me. And that's when I moved to Vancouver Island, where I live now, from a city in Alberta, Edmonton. I decided, and I knew that I would move here, and I didn't know how, but I'm like, well, I'm moving there. Like, I don't have a job. Just going to happen. Somehow it's going to happen, but I'm going to make it happen. That's the thing. When we attach a way, a how to our vision, but our how and our how we're going to get there is something that doesn't feel good to us, or we don't believe we can do, or we don't want to do, we won't get there. And losing weight for women, this was huge. They think they had to do a whole bunch of horrible things to actually lose the weight. So even though you want that so bad, you start doing it, and then you're like, oh God, I just can't, because I just don't want to live like this. So just think about that. Detach it. I'm choosing this, holding that vision, and I'm allowing ways to be shown to me. I'm going to see what comes next. I'm going to still work towards things. I'm going to hold the vision, hold the belief, and hold the knowing. All right. Let's do some breathing. Inhale, lengthening up, expanding through your spine. Oh, exhale, release, relax, and let it go. Bring it right down. Let it go. Let the I have to do this a certain way. Let it go if you don't want to do it. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, release and relax. Now, of course, eating healthy and stuff, right? If we're talking about that, I don't want to. It's if you really want to feel a certain way in your life, then you will find a way to do it in a way that you will do it. Don't give up on that. Okay, so you know what you want to do is best for you, right? The healthiest, best version for you. Inhale, lengthening up. Bringing up that energy, filling your whole body. Exhale, release and relax. Just feel like it's cleansing, clearing, letting go. Bringing any of that junk and gunk down to the center of the earth. And then inhale the beautiful, loving, stable strength of the earth up into your heart center. Expand through your heart, opening up wide. Exhale far out into the world, spreading your love and light, your good energy, your positivity. Wish for compassion, love, peace out into the world. And then bring in more life force energy into your heart center. Exhale that right down through your whole body, down through your feet, deep down into the center of the earth, growing roots far and wide. You're strong, you're stable, you're supported. Hold your vision, know what you want, recommit to yourself every single day. All right, see you in the next video.